What's up, everybody? It's me, making my first Battle Bay video. And in this video, I'm gonna be teaching you some tips for Guardians. And if you're not a Guardian, I'm gonna be teaching you how to counter a Guardian. So both of those. Now, before you go into a battle, if you're using a Guardian, these are 2 tips for Guardians. 1, I recommend having a defense wall combo. 2 defense walls, okay? Don't use anything else. Trust me, it helps. The rest of the teal slot items, in my opinion, they're useless. Wait, let me show you. Defense wall, that's the one we're using. Defense aura. It doesn't really help that much unless you're being fired at by a Gatling gun. But other than that, it's kind of pointless. Bolster armor. You could say it's pretty good, but honestly, I'd rather use defense wall because defense wall actually prevents damage. This just reduces the damage. And cleans pulse, that's just also kind of useless. So that's why I recommend having a defense wall combo, but of course you can do anything you want, but honestly, this is what I would do. And another thing is you always want to make sure that you have reverse steering on. If you never have reversing on, then there's a high chance that you won't be able to use the Guardian. Okay? So you should always have reversing on. All the time. And I'm about to show you why in a battle. Now, those are 2 tips for Guardians, but we're also going to go through how to counter a Guardian. So, as you can see, I'm using my other account, my main one, as the attacker. But I need to do something real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, so if you notice, the left side is the Guardian's perspective, and the right side is the shooter's perspective. The Guardian's perspective is the side that is more important because it shows the tutorial on how to avoid. If you want to learn how to counter, then you're going to have to skip to this timeline. Okay, so right now the shooter is about to shoot a mortar, and I'm going to show you how the Guardian avoids this attack. So you know how whenever you land, there's that green or a red dot in this case? You want to move to the center of it. Now, did you just see that? The Guardian managed to move back and just go to the center of the dot. And that's how you avoid attacks from a mortar. Just go to the center of the dot. However, if you're too far away from the center, just move out of the way. And you gotta time this at the right time, like the moment you see the red. If you're too late, then you can take damage. And remember to always have 1 shield left. This is why I recommend having 2 defense shields, but again, your choice. Now, I'm about to shoot a torpedo. Now, okay, he's about to shoot a torpedo. Notice on the right. He's aiming, and he shot. I used my defense wall, but it doesn't work because torpedoes penetrate through defense walls. They don't stop them. Defense walls cannot stop them. I don't know why, but they just can't. So if you think that if you get hit by a torpedo, and you could just dodge it with a defense wall, you can't. Now, I'm about to shoot a napalm launcher. You could tell if it's a napalm launcher or not if it's a light red. If it's a little light red whenever it's being shot, then it's a napalm launcher. You see, it's kind of red-orange. Again, I just moved to the center to avoid being attacked. But sometimes you don't want to take the risk. If it's directly to the center, then just go to the center. But over here, I went to the center thinking I could do that, but guess what? Now I'm taking damage. So that was a terrible idea. I should have just moved out of the way. So that's why with napalm launchers, you gotta think a little. Most of the time, just move out of the way. Okay. Now, alright, so another thing you can do to avoid the torpedoes is just move really close to the torpedo. That mostly helps instead of using your defense wall because that, of course, does not work. And for cannons, well, that's really simple. Just activate your defense wall because they're right there. You don't really need to move to anywhere because cannons just shoot directly. Same with grenade launchers. Alright, so this is the Guardian versus the Shooter, how to counter the attack. So this is mostly focusing on how shooters can try to stop Guardians. Now, I'm not going to be attacking with the Guardian, but that doesn't mean I'll never attack with the Guardian. So the shooter starts out with the torpedo. It hits. If you pay attention to the Guardian side, it showed that the Guardian did not move out of the way for the torpedo. And that's why Guardians, you should be more aware of walls. Now the shooter just keeps following the Guardian. Again, you see the Guardian just keep using the defense wall. Oh no, they crashed. And they're moving closer. Okay. And again, just avoided the attack by moving to the center. And shooter is making its way to the Guardian. Now, another key tip you want to remember here is that shooters are faster than Guardians. So I just want you to watch and see what happens. Okay, so shooter tries to hit the Guardian with the exploding cannon. And if you notice, the shooter is caught up to the Guardian. And that's going to be really bad because now the shooter can just attack the Guardian and just, do a lot of damage. And the Guardian can't get out the way. The Guardian crashes, that's a chance to get some free hits. But I didn't let that happen because I don't want the Guardian to die. See, look at that critical hit. Saw that? Alright, so the Guardian manages to retreat away from the shooter, but it doesn't matter. Shooter can still cause some damage. You're just going to keep chasing the Guardian no matter how long it takes. Okay, now I don't know why the shooter just slowed down like that. Oh yeah, they're trying to hit a napalm. And they keep moving. I don't know what went wrong here. Alright. The napalm manages to hit because the Guardian does not react fast. And the shooter actually predicted it. So that's another way shooters, how you can try to counter. Predict the shot a little farther because the Guardian is just going to keep moving backwards and keep spamming defense wall. Yep, so just do that. Guardian is still moving back. It crashes into another wall. Another tip is to navigate where you are on the map and try find an outlet because you could crash into multiple, rocks or buildings or walls or whatever it is. In this case, rocks or any type of landform. But just try not to crash into anything, Guardians. Again, shooters still trying. Guardians, what you want to do is spam defense wall over and over again. But at the same time, also land some hits. In this case, I didn't attack. Oh, that was crucial if you saw that. The shooter managed to do a lot of damage. And that's basically it. I'll see you in the next video, which will be on how to play Fixer. Alright, bye.